as well. All right, we have a couple of glamorous things. We've had some things that make your life a little bit easier, but it's time to get responsible. When was the last time that you replaced the batteries in your fire alarm? I bet the last time was when it chirped at you at 2:30 in the morning. There's some unspoken rule that says that fire alarms have to run out of their batteries right at 2:13 to 2:32 in the morning. But if you don't know when you last replaced that battery, if you don't know when you last replaced your entire fire alarm, it is time. That's just the answer. You don't have to know when, you just have to know that if you don't know when, it is time. This is First Alert. It's a 3-pack of 10-year Atom Micro smoke alarms. That's the latest technology. That's very super sensitive photoelectronic sensors. Normally, these are $35 a piece and worth all the peace of mind and the safety that you get for that. Today, and today only, just for what, 3 hours left in this day, you're getting buy two, get one on us. $21.66. They're so easy to put up, you don't even need a ladder or a chair to put it all the way up on the ceiling. They're so sensitive that you could even just affix them high up on the wall. This is what they look like. They are small but mighty and guaranteed to be able to sense the finest amount of smoke. Fewer false alarms with this type of technology, an extremely loud alarm. That's what you want. When you see this, you go, how could that possibly wake me up? Oh, 85 decibels, that'll wake your neighbors up practically, and you're getting 3. That's peace of mind. You know that you need to have a safe home. If you just purchased a home and you didn't buy brand new fire alarms, this is what you need to do. If you're renting, of course you need to do this. Even if you're in an assisted living and you don't know what their fire alarm system is like, you can use these because they're so easy to put anyplace. 621091 is your item number. Lori Leland is joining us. Lori, I don't think we've ever offered a this day only price on a 3-pack like this for the 10-year batteries. And that's what's so crucial. I didn't realize until you taught me that we need to replace our smoke alarms every 10 years. This lets us know time to replace it.
Yeah, absolutely. So this checks all of the boxes. You look so beautiful. Great to see you tonight, Shannon.
Me too.
And like you said, you know, it's fun to shop for a pretty dress, and it's fun to get really sexy, fun things home sometimes. But this is something we really do need to think about, even though we might not want to think about it. But once you get these home, you have that peace of mind knowing that for 10 years, you don't have to buy another battery. And you said it, Shannon, this is First Alert. So it's not that clunky smoke detector. It's this sleek, streamlined unit that really looks more like a Bluetooth speaker. And this is coming to us from First Alert. So they're the premier, most recognized brand when it comes to fire safety. They've been innovating for over 60 years. They invented the battery operated smoke detector in the first place. I don't know what's going on these days, but I keep seeing this trend with these off-brand, no-name smoke detectors. And I just would not trust my family's life to anything that isn't a name brand in smoke detection like First Alert. And here it is. The U.S. Fire Administration says, hey, have at least one on every single floor if you have a multi-story home. You also want to put them in the bedrooms and then in the hallways leading to those bedrooms. My comfort zone is having an extra one near my dryer because the lint could spark in my laundry room. We have one near the kitchen, not in the kitchen, but near. And this is so packed with technology. Like you said, Shannon, it's super loud. You will never, ever hear that chirping in the middle of the night. And you said it, girl. Why is it always 3 o'clock in the morning, right? And then what do we want to do? We want to jump up on that ladder. We want to pull out the battery and just make it stop so our family can go back to sleep. And then what are you doing after that? Rummaging in a drawer, trying to see if you have that specialty battery. And of course, you never have it. So you pull the batteries out, and while you don't have batteries in that smoke detector, your family is unprotected. So instead of having to deal with buying another battery ever for this 3-pack, you're not going to have to do that. So you're going to save so much money with these. It has a built-in 10-year battery. And then you just mentioned it, Shannon, super important. This is that smart smoke entry design. So it's a smart smoke detector able to detect the particle size of the smoke. So if it's a steamy shower, it's not going to set it off. This is called nuisance resistant. So if you hear this thing and it's super loud, like you said, it's 85 decibels, then you very likely really do have a problem. And Shannon, don't risk your family's life. This is tiny but mighty, and this could absolutely give you the information that you need to get up and out of your home in that emergency situation.
And today you're getting 3, so this is, I hope that you never hear it, to be honest, but this is an 85 decibel alarm. You can hear it there. It's much louder in person. I think we turned our sound down a little bit. But these are some of the customer reviews that made this a customer pick. S. Bond said these alarms are easy to install, make a small footprint loud enough to wake the dead. I think that's one of my favorite reviews right there. Tuttle says 2 months ago, my house caught fire. Oh, I'm so sad. These alarms went off loud. OMG, they worked. I'm alive, living in a hotel. Oh my goodness. Okay, we hope that this never ever happens to you. We hope and pray that you never have an actual fire that sets off your first alert. But once you install these, and it really is so simple, you don't have to put them up on the ceiling, you can actually put them up on the wall. They're very easy, and once you install them, you will not have to check on them, think about them, change the batteries until October of 2030. 2030, that's insane. How old will your kids be in 2030? I just did the math. I was like, wow, my oldest son will be 28. That's insane, right? I don't even want to think about how old I'll be. I like thinking about how old the kids will be. But you're getting 3. Now this, Lori, when we were looking at how many we need to get, by the way, it's like buying 2 and getting 1 free. You need 1 in every room of your house, 1 in every hallway, and then in the main rooms in your house as well. Is that correct?
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what? Americans are severely underprotected. So maybe just look around your home. If all we're doing right now is just kind of sparking the idea for you to look around and take stock of your existing smoke detectors, then I feel like we're absolutely doing our job. Because if they're getting yellow, if they're gray with age, it is time to either add to the ones you have or replace them. And you said this a moment ago, Shannon, you know, this sensor in all the smoke detectors, no matter what brand, it starts to wear out after a while. So it loses efficacy, and that magic number is about 10 years. So basically, when it alerts you that it's time to replace the battery, it's also just time to replace the whole thing anyway, because the sensors start to go. And here it is, that smart smoke entry design. This is photoelectric technology, and it's loud. Are you ready? Let's go ahead and set it off. Are you sure? Okay, here we go. Yeah,
okay.
Right? You can see there's a little light that flashes right here, Shannon, and the sweeping tones. Now, why we love that, because First Alert really did their due diligence in their research, and they found that more individuals, people with certain deafnesses to certain tones, will be able to hear those sweeping sounds. Here's that simple and easy installation process that you've been talking about. This is the installation ring. There's a little tiny packet of hardware that comes along with this. You get the anchors and 2 screws, and we have literally, over the years, had so many reviewers, ladies even in their 60s, 70s, just saying, you know what, I didn't have to call a handyman, my husband didn't have to help me. And you said it, Shannon, you can put these high on a wall or you can put them on the ceiling. So you don't necessarily have to get up on a ladder. But yeah, in 10 years, I'm going to have a new driver. He'll be 16. I can't believe my 6-year-old is going to be, 16 someday. And that's when you have to start thinking about these, not for another entire decade. And Shannon, real quick, the National Fire Protection Association says that 3 in 5 home fire deaths happen in homes that don't have a working smoke detector, and we are twice as likely to die in a home fire if our smoke detectors don't work. I don't tell you this to scare you. I tell you this to inform you, and most of us have had a brush in some way with a home fire. I know Adam and Chelsea Freeman had a home fire. It sparked in their kitchen. They had workers coming in, working on their backsplash. They happened to walk out of their bedroom because they were just kind of hiding from all of the work being done. They walked out and the whole kitchen was engulfed in flames. Oh. Suzanne Runyon, she has a bone-chilling story about 2 of her family members that lost their lives in a home fire. I mean, we have all heard the stories. We've been affected with friends that have been affected, and we've heard all of the stories, and a lot of us, we don't think it's going to happen to us, right? When you have the right tools to have the information to be able to get out of your home in that emergency situation, to be able to call the authorities, to send the fire trucks, those seconds truly count, and that's why you need First Alert. I just think you're going to sleep better at night knowing that you have these and knowing that they're worry-free for an entire decade.
For an entire decade, completely worry-free. 621091 is your item number. These were a customer pick at the full price of closer to $100. Today and today only, in fact, for the final 3 hours of this day, you get to get one basically for free. It's $64.99. You're saving $35 for something that every single home should not be without. That's just gonna make it easier to get one for every room, one for every hall, for that basement, for the attic, $21.66 a piece, as opposed to $35 a piece. 10 years on that battery. You never have the chirping in the middle of the night. You never have to wonder, is this gonna be the latest technology? Can this distinguish between steam and between actual fire? It can. Now, if you're thinking, I don't know what kind of system my smoke alarm is on right now. It's through the house, look, don't even mess with what you've got. Just add these in. Now you're protected, now you're covered. They're so small, but mighty. In fact, we've got a little one up here on this wall. They're virtually invisible on the wall. They don't look unsightly. They're so easy to be able to install. And Lori, we have a few pictures of them. They don't have to be up on the ceiling, right? They can just be as high up as you could reach even on your wall.
Yeah, absolutely. You said it. These could be high on a wall or on a ceiling, so you don't necessarily need to get up on a ladder. They're not that big clunky eyesore. And I will tell you, some of these older smoke detectors that I'm holding up, they are also First Alert. They have a lot of different models. This just happens to be the most aesthetically pleasing because it is the smaller, but it is packed with the latest technology. And I love the fact that you're getting all of the latest with this. The 10-year battery built right in. And you said it, Shannon, you go shop these at retail and it's basically like buy two, get one included with the price here today. And you never have to buy batteries. So think about the money alone that in 3 smoke detectors you would be spending over the next decade. And I'm telling you, it's never a convenient battery. It's never a AAA or a AA. It's always like a 9-volt, or it's always one of those little $12 ones that you have to get and order them. And it takes days and days to get. With this 10-year battery built right in, you don't have to think about it for an entire decade. And you're not spending another dollar on your batteries for that 10-year period. So it really is nice. And like you said, Shannon, no maintenance. You know, I do test mine once in a while, and I do recommend that you test them. But just maybe on New Year's Day or maybe the 4th of July, just push the button real quick. I had the good fortune of going and visiting the First Alert team at their campus in Chicago a couple years ago, and they had some incredible insights, but they also told me some things that, wow, I had no idea about. I would just say, be sure you're protecting your family. Home fires are totally avoidable, or at least if they're not avoidable, you can get the information that could save your life. And that's what this is all about, really just awareness. And take a look at what you have at home right now. If they're super old, if you haven't replaced them in a long, long time, like we bought this brand new house 8 years ago, but it was a 20-year-old house. It had original smoke detectors. So it's just something to think about. I hope you guys are at least taking a look because, of course, First Alert is the most amazing brand, but these are effortless for a full decade, and you can sleep better at night knowing that your whole family is protected.
They're so easy and simple. It is simple to give you that insurance. I mean, it's like fire insurance, right? For your home, really, because you've got the smoke alarms, and today you're buying 2 and we're sending you an additional 1. That's just for today, though. That price expires tonight at midnight. It'll go back up to $99.99. Still a small price to pay for 10 years of security in your home. But this is going to be a really simple and easy way to have that peace of mind, to be able to know that you've got that photoelectric detector. So that is fewer false alarms. You don't need to keep